You are now gaming with Ultum 27. Today we're going to do some more builds of troops, probably some attacks on some NPCs. We'll do some troop count. We'll just have a look around, do quick builds. I've jumped on little bits throughout the last couple of days and done little builds, and I think we should be able to build now battleships. So we'll gather up some resources for that. We need a lot of food, a lot of steel. We need 2,000 food, 27,000 steel, 11,000 oil, 14,500 rare metal. But these are a lot stronger than the destroyers. They've got 1,500 hit points, and they smack down versus air 73, versus ground 85 points, versus navy 120, versus forts 110, and 120 defense. They've got a greater range than the destroyers as well, 1,800 range. Let's have a look at the destroyers. They've only got a range of 200 and hit points of 350. So I haven't been on for the last couple of days YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube for the last couple of days. I've been quite busy with the family. Although I've been doing little bits of builds in this game. So I've collected a lot of resources. We're off truce as well, so I've got to be very careful. I noticed earlier we'd been scouted. Oh, we've got to collect on them too, because I think I can rank up as well. It's been about 72 hours since I've been on. I'll recall them guys before we do anything. Actually, we'll do that through alerts. We'll go to our missions now. I really thought we could rank up. What am I missing here? I need 40,000 gold, so I'll open up a gold chest. If I've got one, I've got 100,000 gold there. And I should be able to rank up now to Sergeant Major. Magnificent. And my next one will be Second Lieutenant. I need 15 ruby rings. I need to do a lot of ransacking. That is awesome. I should be able to build another city. I'm not going to build another city. I can build 2 more cities. I'm not going to build them quite yet, because I want to build the cities that I've got up. I'll abandon these fields because I'm going to have to go out and get some more fields. I could possibly build a couple of cities away from here so that I can use them for ransacking the fields. Not too sure. So we'll do our daily chests. Hold on, I've got to grab down the keyboard for a second. There we we go, daily login rewards, and we've got 5 chests. I need diamonds, I think. Doesn't matter because everything helps at this point in the game. I'm going to do some quick builds as well. I've set the general and my staff officer as lieutenants for my mare, so that if I get attacked I've got less chance of losing my general. You can't lose your heroes. They can't steal your heroes, but if they destroy your city, then you lose your hero. So I'm sending over my hero, old Fritz, to do some builds, a troop build. Got lots of resources in this city. I need a lot of steel, a lot of oil, and a lot of rare metal to build up these battleships. So I don't think I'll do a massive build here. I'll just build 1,000 fighters and 1,000 bombers. Then I'll send the rest of the resources over to build up some battleships. It's oil that I'm going to have trouble with, I think. Maybe I should have kept all these resources and sent them over. I didn't even put him as mayor. Oh no, that is slack. There's going to be a couple of transports here, I reckon. I'll do the same with the city. I'll just send over all the resources that I can. There you go, matey. Yeah, I'm not getting many, not getting many viewers, but that's okay. We'll work with that. So we'll transport over a lot of food. Hope you're having a good holiday. So I need to build, I think I need to build a lot more trucks. I think got lots of resources here. So it's going to take a lot longer to build the battleships as well. Let's have a look. We can build battleships. Oh no, I can only build 100. It's going to take 24 minutes to build one. 6 hours to build 100. That is scary. And I've got lots of resources. I think that might take the population. And I've got lots of population. I'm not too sure why I can only build 100. 160, I should say. That's pretty scary. So that's okay. We'll do some builds in those other cities. Oh, sorry, mate. Thank you for the like, I appreciate it. Oh, Henry, what's going on? Oh no, 200 people. Oops, I'm not even connected in with my mic. Hold on a second. There we go. That'll be better, I reckon. I wasn't even connected in. I got cords hanging out of my phone. I wasn't even connected in with my mic. They kicked 200 people. So, equipment. That's what we've got to look at. Nah, matey. Sorry about that. I wasn't even plugged in with the mic. using a phone mic, and that's probably not the best option. 200 people, eh? Always use a scout. I always try and use a scout before I go in for an attack. Yeah, you can't break the rules on YouTube because they'll kick your butt. I got banned from being moderated. Oh, unmoderated. Oh. But now I need 10,000 views before they'll monetize my films. Sort of put a big letdown on, made me feel pretty useless. But I'm going to continue. I'm up to, I'll have a look how many views I'm up to. Unmodded, is that like taking off moderation or monitoring the stream, or unmonetized? I was watching my videos and I got unmonetized there for a bit, for a month. They banned me for, and that was before April. After April, you need 10,000 views before you can monetize your films. I'm up to 1,831 views, so I'm a quarter of the way there nearly. Got a long way to go, but it's not all about making money. It's about communicating with other people and having fun. That's what I've been learning lately. But it does put you down a fair bit. So you got cut up about it. Oh no, I suppose he really enjoyed his work, he just messed up a bit. "200 people. He's going to have fun making friends on YouTube after that. Yep, that's what I'm after. 100,000 subs. I was watching PewDiePie the other day, and to talk in his chat, people have to donate money. And he's got hundreds of people donating. Like the other day, 13,000 viewers, and everyone's donating. I can't believe it. Like, some people are donating hundreds of dollars. Ah. So you did a big boo-boo. You did a big mess up. Having a bad day by the sounds of it. Now I've got to build up my radar station because I want to show. Yeah, I was a few. I give nothing. I can't afford it. I'm having trouble as it is. So my internet's not running too bad considering we've dropped down in bandwidth. I thought I was going to have a fair bit of trouble, but it's working quite fine. Yeah, I possibly could do that. Oh wow, I've got a bronze chest as well. I like getting the chests. Ah, we've got to restart. Hotel, it would be. It'd be like the minimum, wouldn't it? So I've had a bit of a shave, but it looked like I had a bit of a Hitler there, so I didn't stream for a couple of days. I didn't want people to think I was... I was bad or nothing. Yeah, my Moe looks like old Hitler's Moe. All light around here and dark right there. I could possibly open up some diamonds so I can... I don't have the resources to build anymore. I'll just build the 2 buildings at a time. But in order to build 4 buildings, go to shop. Oh no. No, it's just people think he's bad from what the world says about him, I guess. All war's bad. I could possibly set up... Oh, did I take over that island, that field? We're battling it now. So I've got 10,000 bombers and 10,000 fighters. We've lost a few bombers at the moment. Nearly 1,000 bombers. That'll be the SPG smacking down on us. I've got a good routine to hit them, but I was a bit late in the battle. I guess he done what he thought he had to do, especially in war. So we don't know the full story. We only get told what the governments want us to hear. Oh, we only lost 89 bombers. That's not a bad effort. So we smack down their fighters first off. I mean, fighters done all the work. Good effort. So I'm going to keep that field. I've got to look for a grassland level 10 now. Excellent. Now that I've got the fighter planes and the bombers, I can go out a bit further. Because it shouldn't take as long as the ground units. Yes, I was saying we got scouted earlier today, so I'll check that out now. Reports. Here we go. But we won because they only sent one scouter plane, each scout. That's something else I've got to start building more of too. Scouter planes and trucks. I can build scouter planes here. I'll go 2,000. Yeah, I might just build a lot of scouter planes today. I've got to save some oil though, so I can do these attacks. So I've nearly got this city up to level 9s. Got all the fields up to level 9s. We can build the city hall up to level 10 and that'll give us a couple more fields to build. But I'll leave it at 9s at the moment, and we've nearly got this city here at level 9s. Nearly, we're up to 7s with the housing. It's not too bad. How much oil have we got stashed away? Excellent. Them star badges are good. They help you level up your officers to 5-star officers. Let's have a look. I've got 1 star 5 officer, my lieutenant. He's a star 5. But I can boost up, for example, this fella here to a level 5 star with one of them. I've got 1 star badge for a chance to improve officers' quality, and you currently have 4 star badges. Higher your current quality. You're right, matey. You're right. So I've probably got no oil left. I've got little bits of oil in my cities because I've done all them builds, you see. I've got 1 million oil sitting here, so I'll keep that. I won't do no troop building here because I reckon I'll need that 1 million oil. So I want to do some more attacks on the fields. And what I was going to do, what I should do is break down this officers. I'll take out my staff officer, save, because my staff officer can go and smack down on this level 3 field island. Actually, I should scout first. I should scout, just so I'm not losing a lot of troopers. And I found a level 10 grassland as well, so I'll scout that as well. Always scout. I've got to remember to scout. It's a 3-minute scout, that. I wonder how long it take for a seize on with aeroplanes. You can check. It's going to take 9 minutes instead of, the rockets are the slowest, instead of 40 minutes. So it's taken out 30 minutes of waiting for battle. So I'm going to build some more fighter planes and bombers, just for that purpose. What we've done there is we've completed recruit daily mission, daily battle. We have to seize a level random field, so we'll claim that. That'll give us some motorised units. And we've done the Vanguard daily battle as well, which is seize a level 10 forest. That'll give us some heavy tanks, plus lucky badges. So we'll continue to do that. Let's have a look at that latest scout. So we're looking at 7,000 bombers. We can do that with about 15,000 fighter planes, I reckon. Well, we need another 0 there. That would get us annihilated. 0 is an important number. We would nearly got smashed. I don't think I sent my... No, I didn't. I didn't send my mare. I didn't send old Fritzy over. So I've got to manage my officers. So the best way to do that is go to the city, officers. I'm going to get rid of anything that's under 60 attributes. Anything that doesn't have 60 points, we're getting rid of. You have a good night, Hammerhead. Take care. I'll catch you next time. Yeah, we're starting to run out of oil pretty quick. Gotta be sure to check out these battles, otherwise if I forget. How you going, matey? Did I get that? Oh, yeah. Hope you're well. I just doing a couple of battles on sea fields and land fields. So check out them reports. Yeah, mate, family. Been flat out with the family. But we're back. I've jumped on over the last couple of days on the game, but just not YouTube, just to do a couple of extra builds. That's awesome, matey. I haven't even been able to watch much YouTube either, unfortunately. I've been liking watching them longer videos that you've made. Yeah, we're alright. Just smacking down on some fields. I can now though build battleships. Yeah, I did. I literally did. It was especially the one that with all the information. That's pretty helpful. Yeah, I like to leave a like and comment, especially my supporters. I like to check out your work, and it's very helpful, I guess. Yes, the documentaries, I like them. I've got to check out the latest ones that you've done as well. I just haven't been able to spend much time on the computer. By the time I jump on the PC, I near passing out. My missus has been doing conferences all week, and I've been flat out looking after my daughter, and she is flat out. It is very helpful. I've got my ox here, and his bull mastiff cross pit bull. He's 4 years old. I thought he would have started calming down by now, but he's absolutely flat out still. And it doesn't look like he's going to calm down. He doesn't like us going out or nothing. Yep, he's a male. He's a good dog. Like he wouldn't let no one hurt me. But he's just hypo. We have to put him away when we get visitors because he likes to say hello to everyone. But his weight, he just hurts people. Not on purpose. He's close to, he's probably in between 50 to 60 kilos. And he's not fat. It's not a fat dog, he's pretty lean. Probably close to 2 foot off the ground. He's a good boy. He won't even let the missus yell at me. As soon as she bloody raises a voice, he's on to it. we can't even play fight or nothing. The game's good. I'm going a bit slow at it. I'm just building up troopers. It's taken a fair bit of time to build up troopers. I can build battleships now, but they take 20 minutes or so just to build one. So I'm doing pretty good. I've been scouted a couple of times today. I should be able to truce up pretty soon. I don't like to leave, I don't like to be offline and not truced. I've got one city that builds up. Yeah, resources is number one. If you've got no resources, you've got no troopers. So I've got my fields here at level 9s. To build it up to level 10 we need, let's have a look, we need a master architect blueprint, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Around about 36 buildings in just the production, and quite a lot more in military. So it's, yeah, you can't jump on and expect to have a maxed out city just straight away, unless we can steal one. But I don't want to smack down on active players at this point in the game, because just next door they're at 3 million reputation, and most of their reputation, thank you, most of their reputation would be building of troops. So you get reputation for building troops, you get reputation for smackdown on other cities. Oh, we've got a battle going now. I want to try and save my bombers from getting smacked down. Won't let me go. The fighters have gone in first. So I've got 20,000 fighter planes now, and about 15,000 bombers, I think. We'll have a double check soon. Good effort. But I think we're rolling along nice and steady. So we only lost 300 fighters. I'm glad the fighters went in first because we're attacking fighter planes. So they hit us first. The blue one's theirs, the red's ours. But on the second round, we absolutely annihilated them. That's awesome. So I'm trying to go for the fields, because the fields, level 10 fields and the sea fields, will give us a daily sea warfare mission. That'll give us 100 fighters and 120 lucky badges. Lucky badges we can use to get equipment. I should try and get some equipment today, because there's a new mission. You can trade in 5 legendary chests for a whole suit. So I reckon we'll do that. We'll try and attempt that today. And the fields, the inland fields, I've been smacking level 10s of them. Did I already collect them? I don't think I did collect them. I must have already collected the recruit and the daily mission. Not too sure. We can seize the level 1 field pretty easy. We'll send 18,000. I'll send 10,000 fighter planes into that. I'm using my fighter planes a lot more now, because it takes a lot less time for them to hit their destination. Storage. We go to missions. We've got 6,000 lucky badges, and the lucky badges will get us equipment. Will get us rare equipment. No? That's with jewellery. So we're having trouble with they're a lot faster. It takes, instead of taking 40 minutes to hit that field, this grassland here, it took them 9 minutes. Where the battleships, if I was, so that took about 3.5-4 minutes to hit that sea field, but if I was to send battleships, it would take 10 minutes. Now we're running out of oil. Yep, we'll have to find a city with oil. I think I've got oil here. I've got 300,000 oil there. Plenty of food in these cities because there's no troopers. I've got 1 million oil sitting here. I've been trying to build up on my radar stations as well, so I can show the difference in scouting. That's another 1 million oil. We can do a few more battles with that. equipment, re-owned equipment you can get with lucky badges. So I want to get, let's have a look. I reckon I'll get heroism. I reckon I'll try and get heroism. But I need the rare chests, which is going to cost quite a fair bit of jewellery. And I don't think I've got lots of jewellery. No, I don't. And that's going to be my downfall. So I'm going to have to do a lot more. I'm going to have to do a lot more ransacking. Try and steal from the fields. That's where you get your jewellery from. You seize a field. You send a good political officer over there. We'll do that now, actually. How many officers can we send out? I will do that at the end, or close to the end. So we go to city, territories, robbery, and ransack. Yep, that's it. And we dispatch a good political officer to ransack the fields, ransack for about 24 hours. So we're up against about 4,000 fighter planes here, or bombers, I think. That was a quick win. That was a very quick win. Recall. No, it's C's. Door C's. Oops, it won't give us a look at that. I'll show you on this. I've already seized this one. You can plunder the fields, but that'll only give you resources. But if you do C's, you get to that field is yours, and you dispatch. I dispatch a political officer. So if you click on a random field, so I'll click on that mountain. No, it won't show me. Right, the basin, level 9 basin will increase rare metal. This is if you seize it. It will increase rare metal basic output by 19%. And if you're got a garrison on that field, you can ransack it, and the field produces obsidian rings, amber necklaces, platinum rings, and etc. And they're the things that we need to be able to get more suits, more equipment. So I use a political officer, and I only send 100 scouter planes because it doesn't take so long to get there. You can use everyone uses scouter planes to do the ransacking, and once it gets there, you go to territories and you select which field you want to ransack once there's an officer there, and you gather, and that'll ransack over. It'll come up with a time on how long you've been on that island or that field, and during that time they're ransacking the land. If you've got lots of troopers you don't necessarily need to scout on the fields. So I'm sending a bit of an overkill over there. So it won't let me send because of the burden. I need 34,318. So I'll send some motorised units, and that's going to take an extra 15 minutes. So that field's a little bit too far out. Thank you. I really enjoy this game, so I thought, why not try and help people learn how to play it and try and encourage more players while I'm at it. It's one of the best games I've found. I play a fair bit of war games on the Xbox, but I don't know how to stream them yet. But this is full of strategy. It's full of, I mean, if you mess up, you can lose all of your cities. Garrison, that's right, I want to recall that. I don't want to recall that. Oh no. I wanted to show you how to ransack. That's okay. Did I take that city? Yep. There's no one there. I'll get rid of the islands because I want to hit more of the inland fields at the moment. I only done them to get the daily warfare, sea warfare, which will give me another 240 lucky badges. That's awesome. I did not want to recall them, so I'll send another dispatch back out to that field. I need a level 10 mountain that's close by. There we go. It's not far away from the last siege we had. I'm going to send 10,000 fighters, 10,000 bombers. Oh, missing a 0. The bombers acted like trucks there for a minute. We've got another field, level 10 field. Next one would be either a swamp or a basin. We got scouted today actually. But they've only sent one scouter plane over. And I've only got 1,800 scouts in this city, but they only sent one over, so they probably got a bit of a report, but they had no chance of defeating them scouters. So if we go into where our city is, new city, we go to territories, we can enter that city and gather, start ransacking, and that'll say gathering, and it'll give us the time on how long they've been gathering. I normally try and gather, I think it's around 24 hours you do your gathering, 18 to 24 hours, and that will give you the max that it will find in that field. That should give us some jewellery. It won't give us lots of jewellery, but it'll give us a little bit of jewellery. A grass forest will give us obsidian rings, platinum rings and ruby rings. We need ruby rings. But I try and smack down on all 5 of the different fields to collect the missions. I'll send a scout out to this one. It's best to have a knowledge officer for scouting. I need a basin next. Hopefully I can find one closer. There we go. It's the only one that I can find. It's the closest one I can find. So I've got 2 scouter missions out. Now that he's ransacking, I cannot recall him because he's ransacking. I have to stop him from ransacking, then recall. How are you going on your war? It's sort of like Age of Empires, but it takes a lot longer to get your troopers and your cities built up to scratch. So I played this game for nearly 3 years now, not on this server, but on one of the older servers, and I ended up finding a max city, or a few maxed out cities. That was the only way. Yeah, yes, for sure. Lots of planning. Not rushing into war. That's probably the best advice I can give. Troop building. Try and send them to one city. So that way you've got other cities building food, producing food, and producing, so that you can send that food to that one city and still be able to produce more troopers. Back when I started, they had a thing called mutiny, and if your city ran out of food, your troops would run, and you'd have to pay gold for them to come back. It was very frustrating. So you had to have a low amount of troops, or you'd have to have a low amount of troops, or have enough food being produced from other cities to supply that one city. I'm so glad they don't have mutiny anymore. That made the game very difficult. Did you take that message down? So I've got no... misspelt. Yeah. You're like, sort of like real life. If there's no food in the city, people run. So 10,000 fighters should smack that down. Might be able to do it with 5,000 fighters, but I'll send 10, just so that I have minimal loss of troops. I've got to get a couple of cities off that coastline. I'm thinking of building a couple down in this area. I might do that over the next couple of days so that I'm closer to the fields, because up at the coastline here I've only got a small amount of fields that I can attack, and I've got a couple of cities down here. All the land fields are surrounding me, and I've got a wider variety to hit. And more chance of them being level 10s. So up here, a lot of these fields near the coastline are being taken by bigger players, and I don't want to... So you can steal fields off other players, and you can take the resources that they've hidden in them fields, because you can hide resources in the fields, so they can do bigger builds. I don't like to do that. I like to build up my cities pretty even, so that they're bringing in resources evenly. I don't know why, but that seems to work for me. Where other people, they'll build an oil city or a food city or a gold city. But say you've got 2 cities and they're maxed out. One's a oil city, one's a food city. Or four cities. One's an oil, one's a steel, one's rare metal, and one's food. Say they're going to bring in... That's it. They're going to bring in roughly the same amount of food as if you've got 4 cities that are bringing in equal amounts of production. With a maxed out city, you're bringing in roughly around, if you've got the resources coming in equally, you've got around 20 million of every resource. So, and if you can probably bring in about, if you've dedicated the city to oil, for example, you can bring up to 70 million oil within that city. But if you've got 4 cities bringing in 20 million oil, that equals 80 million oil. So it's roughly the same amount. So I'll try and keep the cities bringing in equal amounts of resources. Every different troop that you build takes different amount of resources to complete. I wrote down all their attributes, the troopers' attributes, on a spreadsheet. Then I used the spreadsheet to calculate how much food and thank you, how much food it would take to, how much food, rare metal, steel. I used a spreadsheet to calculate how much resources it would take to build every single troop, just to help, just to try and help me understand on building better cities, I guess. I've also done that with their hit points and attack points, so that if I'm getting attacked, I can chuck in the amount of troops that are coming towards me, and I can put in how many troops that I've got and see the differences in hit points, attack points, and try and see if I've got a win or a loss. And if I'm attacking, I can do the same thing to see how many troopers I need to send to make a dent in their troops. Strategy, that's it. So another good strategy, try and stay out of world chat, unless you're asking for advice, I guess, because they will, not so much on this server, but on the older 2 servers, they'll think you're a spy straight off the bat. That's how paranoid people get. And of course I got a bit cheeky, and they got the capabilities of crushing you. We've been lucky enough so far not to have any cities being taken or any major attacks. We've had no attack yet on this server. I think that's because we've kept quiet out of world chat. Down here, that's our world chat. We've got alliance chat, and we can do a private chat as well, but I like to stay out of that. I've got to keep my bombers away. I don't want them to hit first, so I'll hold them back and let the fighter planes smack down on their bombers and their fighter planes. I might actually hold them both back for the couple of rounds, so that when the SPGs are up further in the map, so that I hit them first hit, instead of being halfway in the field, because they've got a longer range than the fighter planes and the bombers. Beautiful work. I think about the 3rd round they should be close enough. See, no, I messed up a bit. Now their SPGs are smacking down on my bombers. Next round I've got them. I should have held them back at least one round. Good work. That's another field. And level 10 fields Ransacking on level 10 fields will give you diamonds as well. A chance of getting diamonds. Diamond packs. I don't think I've got any. No, I don't. Unfortunately. I've got these diamond packs, but the ones that you get from ransacking fields. Did I do that mission? Let's have a look. Now we need to hit a basin. So I can send a dispatch out to these fields. I'll send 100. I can't afford to send 1,000. I need as many scouter planes as possible. I should be truced right now. I'll do that before I go, I reckon. So I send out to the 5 different fields, so that I can get a wider range of jewellery. Oh, I can't send out too many more. I need to build up my staff headquarters before I can send out any more dispatches. I can only send out 6 dispatches at the moment. That's the closest basin there. Like it was a big risk building so close to the coastline, because everyone wants the coastline. These oil fields and land islands all give you a chance of getting diamond packs, and everyone loves free diamonds. There's nothing better than free diamonds, ones that you don't have to pay for. You can always buy diamonds as well through this area, but I suggest you wait for it's not going to show us the news. Come on, mate. At the start of the game, when you first log in, it'll show you the news, and that'll tell you if they're having a promotion or not. And you can get an extra 100% diamonds for it. Everything you buy, you'll get 100% diamond. Say you bought a 99-cent pack, you'll get the 100 diamonds that you paid for plus 100% more. That's an extra 100 diamonds. But it's not going to show me the news at the moment. Equipment. I really want to get... Oh, I don't think I have too many. Platinum. That's right, you get 100% bonus diamonds. But if you're close enough to the coastline, smack down on these and ransack these islands and the oil fields, you'll get a chance of getting diamond packs as well. and they're also in level 10 fields. So always keep an eye on the news, especially if, there we go. So at the moment there's no promotion, there's no extra diamonds. Although they do have one just about every month. They're about to merge the other two servers, so I reckon we'll check that out over the next few weeks. Change service. They're merging V1 the Fury. I can't say that word, but the number 2 there. At the moment we're in V1 Classic. We've got another account in V1 the Fury, so I'll be able to check that out, check the merger out as it happens. I reckon that'll be a video. Over the 10th of September, it'll be shutting down V1 and V2 service. That's going to be very interesting, because they're rivals pretty much. They always have other people jumping from server to server, mouthing and causing trouble. It's going to be very interesting. So that'll complete all of our fields today. It's very close to 2 o'clock in the morning here in Australia. I think I'm going to have to pass out soon. Yeah, you need diamonds to truce up. Yeah, I started my videos on V1, on the Fury, V1 the Fury, but it's about nearly 2 o'clock, yep, in the morning. I live in Tasmania. In different parts of Australia, there's probably a couple of hours here or there difference. I can't believe I could only build today 100 battleships. Thailand. Awesome. Nice weather over there. We have 4 seasons in one day in Tasmania here. No, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm 39. How you going, Charles? Hope you're well, matey. So there's only an hour's difference. I like the rain, but I don't think I could deal with it every day. We get really cold summers and really hot summers and really cold winters here in Tasmania. So it's not too bad during the summer. Some days we hit about 30 degrees. I've never been out of Australia. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you very much. Yeah, they say when people say when they enter Australia, all they smell is the eucalyptus. I absolutely, yes. Unfortunately, he's extinct, the old Tasmanian tiger. I think it scared the people. It was a bit of a wild animal. There's still people say that they've seen traces of him. It was supposed to be a very smart animal. Yeah, trees, lots of trees. Where I live, I've got a 5-minute walk to the beach and probably a 10, 15, maybe 20-minute walk to the forest, to the bush. Lots of trees. I've had a fair few, had a company go through and try and steal a lot of our trees. I enjoy Tasmania. I don't really like Australia that much. I went to Melbourne once and people are just too busy to even stop and say hello. Where in Tasmania, you know, people are a lot different, a lot calmer. You get your hoons, of course. Your hooligans. Get them in every place. Oops, reload. Yeah, in Melbourne they're flat out. A lot of business people over there. Yeah, but here in Tassie, they're pretty cool. When I went to Melbourne, I even, had trouble. I'd ask people what the time was, and they'd had trouble even stopping to even answer. Not a problem, matey. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I think I'm going to wait for this attack. I'll send a dispatch. Then I think I'm going to pass out. Extra reinforcements, that's another one. At different times during the day, claim extra reinforcements during the specific time. Extra reinforcements can be used to exchange for powerful units or recycled for gold. I've been collecting up on these because that'll help me get extra reinforcements. That'll help me get more fighter planes or rockets. But later on, when I rank up a lot more, you get a lot more extra reinforcements, and you can exchange them for a lot more amount of troops. I think there's one for 20 extra reinforcements. I think you can claim up to 5,000 fighter planes. Here we go. We'll see how we go on this one. This had quite a lot of different troopers in it. I think it had fighter planes, bombers. Yep. 2,000 fighters, 1,000 and something bombers. I don't think I wouldn't mind travelling a bit, but I don't think I'll have the money to. So I should be able to send. Let's have a look. Territories. There we go. I should be able to send another political officer over there to do some ransacking. And by tomorrow, very expensive. But who knows what the future holds? I'm not too sure. I sort of live day for day. There's quite a few people playing this game. We'll check out the rankings. So there's 10 people to a page and there's 308 pages. Where am I sitting? I'm sitting 194 in the world. That's pretty good. With 1 million 88,965 reputation. That's not too bad. We haven't got an alliance yet. I think I'll stay out of people's alliance. So 10, I'll see if I've got a calculator here. 10 times 300. I think that's about 30,000, isn't it? Or 3,000. Calculator. 10. Come on, what's wrong with my eyes? Times 300. 3,000. Thank you. It's not too bad. I don't think it's as much as I think the developers want a lot more players. That's not too bad. So how many dispatches do we have out? We've got 4 dispatches out. I should be able to have... Ah, that's right. Dispatches is General Headquarters. Level 5 General Headquarters can dispatch 5 troops simultaneously, and manpower cap is 50,000 for each troop. We'll upgrade that. We'll upgrade that tomorrow so that I can dispatch a lot more troopers. So I've got no mayor here. Always try and have a political mayor in as a political officer in as mayor, because you get a mayor bonus of production that you're building or collecting. In this city I'm getting a mayor bonus of 0, even if it's a small leveled mayor. Still helps with that production. In this city I've got a mayor with 76 politics. We'll just level him up a bit. Now he's got 79 politics, and that will be bringing in more resources than... See, that gives us a mayor bonus of 61%. And with the fields that we've taken, that's the terrain bonus. So we'll have a look in my main attack city. We haven't got I don't think we've got a mayor here at the moment. No, we don't have a mayor. So, overall, overview, we're losing 571,000 food every hour. But we've got a terrain bonus of 42%, which gives us 14,968 food every hour. And our basic output is only 35,640 every hour. It's not too bad. But if we put in... We'll just dismiss this staff, because my general, he's got 180 politics. That should give us quite a lot of bonus. It won't give us the 700,000 or the 600,000 that we need, It's not registering at the moment. We'll give that a minute to register. And that'll show us how much extra resources that we're claiming. So always try and use a political officer. I should try and find another political officer for England. So I was using my general in England because that's my main resource city. It's not on the coastline, so it can feed my main coastal city, and it can also build quite a lot of troops. England is my city that's nearly maxed out, nearly at level 9s I should say. Maxed out is the production fields can go up to level 20, houses can go up to level 20, and I think the rest can go up to level 10 except for, I think the warehouse goes up to level 12, I think. Staff General Headquarters might go up to level 12 as well. We'll have a quick look on V1. So I've got a max city there. So we'll go to a city that's not got troopers in it. There we go. General Headquarters can go up to level 12. Houses can go up to level 20. Warehouses up to level 12. And I can hold 25 million food, 20 million steel, 22 million oil, 20 million rare. In our production field, that goes up to level 20 as well. So we'll go back to V3. So that's what I've been trying to build my cities up like. And that could take quite a fair bit of time. There we go. You can send one scouter, I'll send 100. So now I can't send anything out of this city. How long have we got on builds? 8 hours, 8 hours. I can cancel one of these buildings. How long will it take to build this? 1 hour. I might cancel one of these buildings and I'll upgrade my general headquarters. Speed up. I've got enough speed ups to finish this, to complete this building. That's level 6 now. We should be able to do another attack if need be. So if you cancel a building or cancel troops, you'll get your resources back, but if you cancel troops, you'll only get a portion of the troopers back, resources. Okay, now what are we doing now? I'm not too sure. We've got enough troopers to smack down on a field on a level 3. We've got enough, probably level 3. Not too sure. We might be able to smack down on a level 3 or a level 5 even NPC. So if we plunder an NPC, then send a seize, it'll have less troopers. Not too sure. We'll go into our city again, and we're going to check out our production actually. Overview. That mare bonus is 144%. That's with me general. That gives us 51,000 extra food. Not a lot, but it boosts up my steel to 100,000 every hour. And nearly oil as well, close to 100,000 an hour. So I don't want to lose that general. I'm going to have to open up some diamonds so that I can set a truce. Actually, it's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning here in Tassie. Damn. So that boost, when I do that, I appoint lieutenants. Getting there, matey. So sometimes I have trouble sleeping, but I'm going to have to try and get down soon so I can get up for the kids. I have a lot of trouble with sleep. We're going to attempt to smack down a level 5. We might do a plunder. Then I'll pass out. We'll send our fighters and bombers. Probably didn't need to use the bombers. We'll see how we go. That's 4 minutes. Yeah, it's 3:30. It's nearly 4 o'clock. Damn. I've nearly done a 2-hour stream. So most people do like nice. That's it. We'll do a mass killing before we end. So I'll do a quick. I can't do a scout. Yes, I can. I'll do a quick scout to see what sort of troopers we're looking at. You don't need to do a scout. You don't need an officer, but I think it's best to send a knowledge officer, especially when you're scouting another person's city. Because if you're off truth, and I like to try and put a knowledge officer, if I've got a knowledge officer, in as mayor, because knowledge helps with defence. But at the moment I've only got political officers. I haven't got any knowledge officers yet. I've just got political and military officers. I've been pretty slack in that aspect, but I've been trying to work on production. If you're going to attack, you use a military officer, and if you're going to need to defend, you're best off defending with a knowledge officer. Old Fritz, I use him as mayor when I'm off truce. He's got 200 military and 135 knowledge. Now for more information, where is it? Help. If it loads up, I'll show you about knowledge and officers. So I'll go to officers, officer. Nope. It's been a while since I've been in help button. There we go, the second lot, officers. Attributes. Right, all officers have 3 attributes, which are politics, military and knowledge. According to their attributes, the officer can be divided into 3 groups. A politic officer has high chance of finding artifacts during ransack missions. As a mayor, he can increase the resources, production rate and structure, construction speed of the city. Military officer can enhance troop strength during battle. As a mayor, he can speed up training troops in the city. A knowledge officer can enhance troops' defence during battle. As a mayor, he can speed up technology research in the city. There we go, we've got a battle going. Beautiful timing. I didn't get a chance to read that scout mission, sorry. But I think I might. I'll let them go forward. We've got, I think about, what is it, 2,000 infantry, 1,000 motorised units, 1,300 armoured vehicles, 600 light tanks, 300 heavy tanks, 500 SPGs, 200 rockets, 800 bombers and 1,300 fighter planes. So we should be able to wipe through these pretty quick. Not a bad battle at all. The bombers seem to be cutting through them quite well. I might be able to start hitting level 9 soon. Not as a seas. Seas I'll have to fight the wall defence, and that's where I'll have a lot of trouble. I've just done a plunder here, and we're cutting through them like cheese. Good work. So we're getting better. We're getting lots better. We only lost 93 bombers. Not a bad effort at all. So if I'd sent trucks, I would have collected some resources. That gives us 3,219 reputation and 8,962 officer experience. Now if I thank you. I'm going to have to truce up. So I've got to open up some diamonds. I'll do that real quick. We haven't had diamond pack for a couple of days now. I'm in a pretty bad position near the coastline. People will try and attack. Probably not steal my cities because there's a lot better cities out there. But I really do not want to lose. Now trucing up, that's the hard one. If I'd done 120 hours truce up, it's going to be a 6-hour cooldown. So 120 hours from now is 5 days. So it'll be 3:30 in the morning when I come off truce. So I normally go back about 6 hours. So that I know I'm going to be online, ready for when I'm off truce. And that'll give me 6 hours down time. So learning how to truce and knowing when you're going to be online, that's the hard bit. But we're online a lot of the time around about 11 o'clock at night through to roughly 12 most nights, but we've had a late one tonight, so I'll do that. 6 hours minus the 6 hours, 114 hours, and that puts a blue dome over. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Please take care, stay safe, and have a good day. Thank you, Samurai. It's good chatting with you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care, Samurai. It was for me, matey, sorry. 3:40 in the morning. That's right, we'll do it like this. I'll check out some of your work, Samurai.